What's up, people? What's up, people? Okay, I'm gonna keep this brief. I was talking to a client this morning, and this client was having a hard time. And some of you could probably relate to this. And please also know that I also talked to some clients who are killing it, dropping all kind of weight, making major progress, not avoiding carbs, thriving, like thriving. But then you have those people who struggle. They have a hard time getting started. They get in their own way. They get in their own way. So what inspired this post and what I'm sharing with you is a good nugget. And that is something that I've heard many times. Is the client was saying, you know, today is going to be tough. Because I said, well, what's going to be tough today? And she says, well, my mom is coming in. She's going to want to go out to eat. And I said, okay, that sounds great. And she goes, yeah, but I'm probably going to eat what she's eating. I go, really? I said, so if I was with you, with your mom, would I eat what your mom is eating? Well, probably. I said, you want me to get you on the phone with some of my clients who are losing 10, 20, they're down 50, 100, 200 plus pounds. You want to talk to them? How would they be if they were talking to or around your mom and your mom decides to eat a certain way that is not in alignment with them? What is what your mom or whoever you find yourself hanging out with, what does that have to do with your personal goals? Your personal goals. Are you lying to yourself? And most people do lie to themselves. They say they want to lose weight, and I meet them all the time. And some of you probably will catch even this live, but you're not serious. You're not. You're not serious. Now, when someone is dealing with recovery, they can be around people drinking alcohol because you don't drive them emotionally and they're not led by their emotions. They are doing something for them that is very important for them, and only they can do for them what no one else can do but them. So then you say, well, you got to find your why. Okay, that's true for a lot of people, but not all people. See, I heard years ago from one of my dear friends, Mr. Carl Wilcox, back in Asheville, North Carolina. I was doing a presentation on rape and assault prevention, and I was certifying instructors, and I had made a comment about you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make him drink. And Carl raised his hand up and said, no, there's more to that. He said, you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make them drink unless you feed them enough salt, and they will drink that water. My mind went right to the analogy, the metaphor. Salt is hypertension. Salt is getting a toe amputated. Salt is feeling horrible in summer, not being able to put on your pants, being tired, being sick. Salt is they're going to increase your metformin. Salt is they're going to put you back on high blood pressure medication. Salt is all the negatives. When you experience enough of the headache, the crap, the frustration, then you'll drink the water. Then you'll jump on a program. And I hope it's the right program. You get the analogy? People will move. They will take action. Unfortunately, it's not when the sun is shining. They wait until it's raining outdoors to fix the roof. You know, like in the words of JFK, when he said, the time to fix the roof is when the sun is shining. Don't wait until it's pouring down rain. Some of you are putting off taking responsibility for your health. And you're letting things build up and build up and build up and build up. And you put it off and you put it off and you put it off. I know that for a fact. Like I was talking to a client this morning, the day that I met her, her fasting glucose was 134. If your fasting glucose is 126, there's a high likelihood that you are fully type 2 diabetic. And there's a whole bunch of problems that come with that. And then we got her now, she's down ranging 104, 102, 104. Our goal is to get down to 99 or lower. So I asked her this morning, I said, when I met you and you decided to do this program with me on March 1st, did you know that your fasting glucose was 134? And she says, no, I had no idea. I never even checked my fasting glucose. And I said, so what if we didn't do this program? What if we didn't do it? Which she's now down 21 pounds. All kind of things are going great for her. She feels amazing. I said, what if you didn't do the program starting March 1st? You know what would have happened? Well, the silent killer. Almost 100 million people in the United States, adults, are type 2, they're pre-diabetic and don't know it. They're pre-diabetic and don't know it. They are pre-diabetic and don't know it. She was right there, diabetic, had no idea. And now we got it under control. See, what was going to happen when you have that much sugar floating around in your blood? Eventually, your arteries begin to corrode. And you start losing feeling, eventually eyesight. It just is not good, you guys. She had no idea. And with COVID, you know, people not getting their checkups the way they normally get their checkups, and then you finally go in. Imagine what that would have felt like to go in for her annual, and they come in there and say, oh, Miss Jameson, we need to run some more tests because it looks like you're type 2 diabetic now. And the doctor's going to talk to you about, you know, getting you on some metformin or something similar to that. I'm glad she didn't put it off. And I can say that about a whole bunch of them that I'm working with right now. It's that procrastination. It's that it's not me that gets a lot of people in trouble. And guess what? As you mature in life and get older, you know weight loss was easier in your 20s compared to your 40s. You know that weight loss in your 40s was easier than compared to your 50s and your 60s and your 70s. You already know. But what are you going to do? I don't have anything to tell you right now. I'm giving you advice. I've been helping people lose weight since 1995. I've done 2 evidence-based, clinically proven studies. I've helped thousands of people, generated millions of dollars helping people lose weight. I know this space. I've sat on many boards. I've watched people get major surgeries. I've helped people recover from major surgeries. And I've seen people who weren't diabetic, saw them a year later, they are diabetic. I get a phone call, oh, did you hear blah, blah, blah had a stroke. They're running around with hypertension levels like really high. They quit checking their blood pressure. Who are they fooling? You can lead a person to the truth, but you can't make them do it until they experience enough pain, enough frustration, enough problems. Or, you know, they get a divorce and then they want to lose that weight, right? Because they're on the hunt. They are on the hunt. We call it hunting trim. Those people do great. So you want to like really do well? Either get a husband or a spouse or boy, whoever that does it with you, or when you break up, nothing's going to stop you because you're on the mission. Now, I'm not encouraging anybody to get a divorce just to lose weight. Maybe it's a poor attempt of attempting to bring some fun to it. But seriously, you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make them drink unless you feed that horse enough salt. I don't know what salt is necessary to get you to take the bull by the horns? I don't know. Is it finding out things got worse with your health? Finding out you have fatty liver? Finding out your PCOS has progressed and you're deteriorating from the inside out? What is it going to take? What is it going to take? And this isn't a message for everybody, but it's a message for a lot of you. What is it going to take to get you to go, I'm going to do something? I've had people feeling it. Jeans are tight. Oh, this is terrible. And they see me do a post. Oh, Robert, I'm coming on board. And I never hear from them again. Until the next time they got some salt and they're dealing with it. They're frustrated. I got to do something. Or they meet a friend who's doing keto, and their ignorance together puts them in a position where they create more problems that we have to unwind later. You think it's easy getting on keto for everybody? Really? Man, see, this is where I got to start bringing on clients who have done these things. Like I have a client I'm going to interview soon who had bariatric surgery, and she's willing to tell the whole truth about it. I have a few clients that have done scientific keto, and they're willing to come on, and I've been working with them, and they're going to tell you the truth about it and how it damaged their metabolism. Damaged it. Oh. Then I have the people who have yo-yoed. Then I have the people who are stuck forever. And so I'm going to start bringing them on so you can hear from them. Because when I say evidence-based, what does that mean? That means nothing to you unless you're in the clinical space. And then you probably don't want to know about it because you feel like I'm competition to you. So I don't want people to hear about Robert Ferguson and what he's doing. They may want to go do his program than my program, right? Because they're so focused on selling that they're not really thinking about how to get you the truth. If someone had a better weight loss or a solution that could help you lose weight, and I could point you to them because I am not able to help you, I would do that like that. And I would talk about them, and I would probably want to be mentored by them. I would want to learn from that person. I really, really would. If I had met me 15, 20 years ago, I would love to have been mentored by me. This guy. Because this guy, right now, this guy is way better than the guy 20 years ago. Now, the guy 20 years ago run faster, which I admire, right? But I like this guy. And I am hoping, with God's grace, I'm able to be around in 10 years, 20 years. I think I'm going to like that guy because I'm challenging myself every day to push it to the limit. And I can only get the outcomes that I'm looking for to be able to help more people if I help people. So every client that I have, I'm blessed. And I track everything. I track when they're feeling great. I track when they disappear and don't call me back. I track when they stop abruptly and want to do something and try something different. I track when they're happy and successful. I track it all. You must track it all because it's not just based on what you know and what you do. Same as it's not based on energy balance of eat less and move more. There's so much to it, and the more mature you are, the more important what I'm sharing with you is. If you're 23, you probably won't get what I'm saying. And that's not a dig on 23-year-olds. I'm just telling you that that's the truth. If you're 55, you probably totally get me. We resonate together because when I talk about the struggle, you have probably experienced this struggle. You get it. But many people, they don't, or they don't want to get it. I don't know. But you don't have to force feed yourself the salt, if you know what I mean. It's a new day. It's a new day. Tomorrow will be a new day. Doesn't matter what you've done. What matters is getting present and starting. It's not about waiting until Monday. It's about doing it now. And if you have been in the process, you know it's not always happy weeks. You have weeks sometimes where the scale doesn't go in your direction. But then you have weeks where it's great. And then you have weeks where it's kind of in the middle. But it's part of the process. And it's part of staying the course. And it's part of remembering from whence one comes. Thinking about the process. I don't need more salt. And you don't either. We don't need salt to get going. I'm drinking the water. You know what I'm saying? All right, anyway. I'm Robert Ferguson, America's Fat Loss Coach, nutritionist, and a guy who cares. So, do me a favor, share this, encourage others to take control, whatever program they go with. God bless them and wish them luck. But if they want to reach out to me and get on what we know is going to work for them, then hey, reach out. And I have many coaches that I can connect them with, to include myself, so that they can be successful and that they're drinking the water without the salt. Peace.